Hello and welcome to your Yoga for Focus. My name is Maria and I will be guiding you through this yoga flow today. This is a yoga flow that is going to be intermediate. I am going to be using minimal cues, but if you have a little practice of yoga, you're welcome to try it out. We're going to be focusing a lot on grounding postures and connecting breath to movement to help us focus our mind and ground our energy. We're going to begin in a downward facing dog. So whenever you're ready, just meet me there. And pedal out the feet to warm up and stretch out the legs through the back of the legs. When you're ready, find stillness. Send the heels towards the mat. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Lift the hips up high to the sky. Ground down through that pointer finger, knuckle, and thumb, especially finding that inner rotation with the wrist. Rotate your inner elbows towards the front of the room. And then let your head dangle in between your arms. Maybe shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then maybe find your Ujjayi breath, if that is in your practice. So a slight constriction through the back of the throat, creating an audible breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, let it all out. On your next inhale, take one more big breath in and big breath out, let it all out. Inhale to slightly look up as you start to slowly walk your feet all the way up to reach the top of your mat or the backs of your hands. Inhale to halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs, tuck the chin. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to take it all the way up, either roll it up or just lift your torso straight up, hands up, arms up, reach to the sky. One more big inhale and exhale, cactus your arms down, shoulder blades touch together. Inhale, take your arms up above overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, up overhead. And one more time, cactus arms. Lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then release the arms down by your side. Inhale, take a moment here to ground through mountain pose. Ground down through all four corners of the feet. Lift up through the arches of the feet. Lifting your thighs, engaging your quads. Let your stomach relax today. Lift your chest and rotate your palms to face the front of the room or maybe even to the sides of the room to lift up a little bit more through the chest and open up a little more through the shoulders. One more big inhale. Big exhale, let it all go. Inhale, lift the arms back up overhead. Grab your left hand with your right wrist and take your left fingertips over to the right side of the room. Gentle side stretch here. Ground down through that left foot, left heel. Inhale. Exhale, plug your left shoulder back just a little. Lift your chin and lift your chest. And your next exhale, maybe sink in a little deeper, bend in a little deeper. One more big inhale, and exhale, take it all the way back up to center. Switch your grip, inhale here, and then exhale to take it over to the left side of the room, stretching through the right side of your body. Inhale, ground down through that right foot. Exhale, plug the right shoulder back. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Inhale, fill up, and exhale to sink in a little deeper. Inhale, take your arms back up to center, and exhale to forward fold. Take it all the way back down. Keep your chin tucked in here. Bend your knees as much as you need to and take your feet hip width apart or feet together. Take a moment here to let go and reconnect with your breath. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows for ragdoll and swinging just a little bit from side to side. Inhale, feel your torso fill up. Exhale, try to let any tension that you have in your upper back just melt off. One more time, inhale, fill up. And exhale to let go of some of that tension. Bring your toes to touch and bring your heels slightly apart. You can bring your fingertips onto the ground here. Your feet can stay hip width apart as we come into chair pose. So sit your hips back, knees over ankles, lift your torso up, chair pose. Stay strong here, connecting with your belly, connecting with your core. Pull your navel up and in. Inhale to maybe pull your chest a little bit farther away from your thighs. Bring your hands up to heart center from wherever you are. Take a big breath in here. And on your exhale, twist over to your right side, bringing your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Inhale to lift the chest, and exhale to twist a little deeper. Double check that your knees are even. Keep breathing here. One more big breath in, and exhale. Release, come back to center. We'll take one inhale in here, and exhale, take it to the other side. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left ankle. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale to maybe twist a little deeper. Double check that your knees are in line. Maybe pull your right knee back. Breathing. Stay strong. One more big breath in, and exhale. Release, come back to center, and let it all go, returning to forward fold. Bring your feet back out to hip width apart. Inhale to halfway lift. Tuck the chin. Exhale to fold back over, making sure to keep the weight evenly spread through all four corners of the feet so that your hips are directly above your heels and your ankles. On your next inhale, lift your torso up, squeeze your glutes, coming up to mountain pose. From here, you step your right foot back to the back of the mat, and then find a warrior two pose. Toes pointing towards the front of the room. Back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Front heel intersects the back arch. And then bend into that left knee. Inhale to lift the crown of the head up. Exhale, pull the pinkies back, maybe bend the elbows a little bit. Double check that your head is lined up over your heart and your heart is directly over your hips. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Inhale to get tall. Exhale, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Find that ease within this pose. One more big inhale in, and exhale, straighten out through that left knee. From here, bump your hips back just a little, and lean your torso forward. Reach forward as far as you can. And then drop your left arm, lift your right arm, coming into a triangle pose. Lifting up through your chest, inhale, and exhale. Inhale. Take your arm back up, lift your torso, and then turn your left toes in to face towards the front of the room. We'll switch sides, so take the right toes to face the back of the mat. And then inhale, coming into warrior two pose, bend into that right knee. Lift the crown of the head up to the sky, line up your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. Pull the pinkies back and relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to get tall again. Exhale, maybe you bend a little deeper into that warrior three. One more big breath in here. And exhale to straighten out through that front knee. Bump your hips back, lean forward, and then drop your right arm. Lift your left arm up to the sky. Triangle pose, Trikonasana on the other side. On your next inhale, Float back up, lift your torso, and take both feet to face the long side of your mat. So from here, we're going to take a wide-legged forward fold. Toes are slightly in. Take your hands to your hips. Keep a slight bend in your knees, and slowly start to bend over, bending at the hips. And coming and stopping halfway. From here, pull the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades back behind you, finding this chest opening while we're in this half lift, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale in here, and exhale to take it all the way down. Let your arms drop to the ground. Maybe start to walk your hands back as far as you can, keeping your low back stable here. If you have a headstand practice, or a pincha practice, or a handstand practice, feel free to go ahead and practice that right now. Otherwise, you can stay here in this forward fold with me. Inhale to halfway lift if you're just staying in this forward fold. And exhale to maybe fold in a little deeper. Let the crown of the head dangle towards the floor. Inhale to find expansion in your belly and your torso. And exhale to maybe fold in a little bit more into it. A few more breaths here. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your hips and lift your torso back up. From here, heel toe the heels and toes in just a little bit wider than hip width apart. And then from here, you can bring your hands, your fingertips onto the floor as you start to bend into your knees, coming into a garland pose, Malasana. So find whatever movement you need here. Heels don't have to touch the floor. Feel all parts of your foot that are touching to the ground. Feel them connecting, feel them pushing into the earth. Push your knees into your elbows and push your elbows back in towards your knees. Inhale to lift the crown of the head, lift the chest. And exhale to just relax a little more into this pose. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. Option to close the eyes. Option to practice a crow pose if that is in your practice here today as well. Otherwise, you can stay here in this Malasana. Remember to breathe through it all. We'll return to Malasana Garland pose. One more big inhale here, lift the crown of the head, get tall through the spine. And then exhale to bring your hands back behind you and let your hips sit onto the ground. Find any seated position that feels comfortable. We'll take a moment here to close out the practice, reconnecting with our breath once more. Close the eyes here if that feels good. That is always optional. Squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll them back around and down. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe taking a moment here to find your Ujjayi breath once more. And just bringing your focus to that, your breath. As you breathe in, feel your stomach expanding on all four sides of your torso. And on the exhale, try to let go of any other stress or tension or distracting thoughts that you might have that don't serve you today. Big inhale in, exhale to let go and release. Inhale in, exhale to let go and release. Returning to your natural breath now. We'll take one big breath in, and then exhale, option to open mouth, let it all go. Thank you so much for watching and practicing with me today, yogis. I hope this yoga practice helped you get back on track, helped you get focus. Please share this video with anyone who you think might enjoy it, someone who you think this might help. If this is something that you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a comment, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.